Good morning. How the devil are you? How's your weekend been? It's been a long weekend when it's a Sunday kickoff. Well, you know what day it is. It's Sunday. It's 10 a.m. So it's time for the famous Foxes Aftermath show, run by the fans, for your fans. And you know what? Your opinion does matter. So come on, let's get going. Come on, you Foxes.
Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. Are you ready for the show? Thanks to our sponsors, ADT Taxis, Everards, Pukka Pies, Pink Car Leasing, Leicester Riders, Hollogram, The Fox's Arms, Peter's Pizzeria, Hope Against Cancer, and Newby Co estate agents. We want your views, we want your comments, so join us live. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Morning, how the devil are you? Morning, Nick. Morning, Brett. Morning, Liam. Morning, Jason. Morning, Chris. Morning, Carlos. How the devil are you? Ben, how the devil are you? Jamie, good feeling about today? Yes, I was speaking to Jono just before. Yes, I've got a good feeling about today, but if we haven't got anything from the Villa and Spurs game, then yes, I'm not sure. But today, I have a good feeling. Very quickly, change of plan, lads. Ross has just joined and he's waiting for his bus. So I'll just bring Ross on before he gets on the bus because we know how noisy the bus can be.
Yeah,
I was there in sunny Sheffield. Ross, is it cold?
Yeah, you can say that again. It's nippy. It's a bit nippy.
It's a bit nippy, is it? It's a little bit nippy, is it? Right, pal. How are you feeling for today after the last 2 weeks, especially after a 4-2 win against Villa and a 4-1 win against Spurs? Come on, pal, hit me with it.
I think, obviously, let's be honest. We've got against Man U, a team that haven't lost at home since August. But, end of the day, that things are there to be broken. And we were the first team to beat Man U away from home in about a year and a bit, back when we beat them 4-2 that time. So why not go and beat them? End of the day, yeah, I know they're on form, but Rashford keeps scoring for fun. Since that fame that Ronaldo's left, they've been so much better. Rashford.
Ross, but everyone keeps saying to me, "Oh, we've got to watch out for Rashford." We had to watch out for Kane and Son last week, and Wout Fez and Harry Souttar had him in the pocket all game.
That is a good point. Their best player, to be fair, was that Bentancur before he got sent off.
Yes, he got taken off. He didn't get sent off.
Sorry, before he got taken off. Sorry.
Yeah. So I take it you're on the way to work then, are you, Ross? Yes.
I am. Yes. I just thought I'd come on quickly now before I get bus. Because I know, I said, big game today. The big club. Obviously, Man U are the underdogs, obviously.
So, Ross, if we got a draw, would you be happy with the draw, or are you going to be disappointed?
It depends on how the draw goes. If it's one of them where we're chasing, it depends. If we're chasing the game and we get a last-minute equaliser, yes, I'll be happy with it. But if we're like 2-0 up,
doesn't it?
Yeah, but then if we 2-0 up and then we concede 2 goals, then obviously, yeah, I'll be gutted. But at the end of the day, if someone said to me, Ross, in February, you're going to beat Villa. We're going to score 8 goals against Villa and Spurs, win both games, and draw against Man U at Old Trafford. I'd happily take that any day. After the way we've been playing, I'd happily take that. And obviously,
because in all seriously, Ross, we've got 4 difficult games, haven't we? We had Villa, Spurs, Man U, and Arsenal. Before then, how many points did you want us to get, or would you have liked us to get? A bit of a 2-part question. It's
not a question, but obviously before we beat Villa, obviously, and I know beating Walsall helped. I know it was a bit, because it's a FA Cup, but it's still a win, and get the confidence back. But do you know who's made the difference? Nacho. I think as well as the new signings, don't get me wrong, but Nacho in the 3 games, including the cup, has scored 3 goals, 4 assists.
Well, Ross, on another point, he's scored. He's only started 5 games, and he scored in all 5 games he started.
There you go.
There we go.
He's a confidence player, and that's what he needs. And the last time we played Man U at Old Trafford, we drew 1-1, and he scored a really good header.
Well, we actually won 2-1, but VAR got in our way and said that Nacho had cleared up Varane with a rugby tackle where he actually only just blew on him. But anyway.
That game cost me 180 quid because I had Leicester to win 2-1 and Madison to score in that game and all. And it cost me 180 quid.
Is that why you're catching the bus?
Yeah, because me and John were doing the watch along, and there's a clip where we're going crazy, and then afterwards, when VAR came about. But you know, I'm saying the only thing is 2 o'clock kickoffs I don't like. I'm not a big fan of 2 o'clocks. I don't know about you, but
no, I don't like it.
Because you do realize, obviously, you're watching. I don't know how you watch it in Al Qaeda and that when Alcúdia. When the build up. There's no point. Any Leicester fans, there's no point watching the build up because all they're going to talk about is Man U for about 50 minutes, and then they realise, oh yeah, Leicester are playing. Let's see what their team is. That's it. So you might as well, Elijah, whoever's doing the watch along today, just come on at 1 o'clock. We'll provide better analysis of the game.
Actually, talking of the watch along, Ross, it's me and Michael.
What watch along?
Yeah, me and Michael. Elijah can't do it today, so it's me and Michael doing it.
I've never seen you do a watch along before. I've
done a few in my time, pal. I have done a few.
Right. I probably just never seen you, so I'll have to I'll put game on one phone and watch along on the other. Well,
you've probably been in a drunken stew spot. Ross, I'm going to let you go, so now you're going to get a bus quickly. Your score prediction.
I'm going to say, you know what? Screw it, 4-2 again.
Ross has put that just as you put it in the super box. Has put 4-2.
Ross, and the goal scorers, I think Madison a couple of goals. Nacho will get a goal. And do you know what? I think after hashtag Magic Mendy, I ain't spoke to you since then. I got that out on Radio 5 Live last week. I went hashtag Magic Mendy. But no, I think Suter might get an header. Boom. So yeah, 4-2.
Defender scoring. Ross, we'll let you get on the bus and we'll speak to you later, pal. Probably see you through the watch along, mate. See you later, pal. Be good. See you later. Righto, there's Ross. And the next, we're going to bring both in at the same time now because we've been waiting patiently in the background. Morning, Chris. How are you?
Morning. I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Are you growing a tash there, mate? Let's have it. Yeah. What are you growing a tash for?
It's because I have been cast in a play in Peterborough. I'm gonna actually be playing a character called Inspector Pratt. Living up to the name.
If the pat fits, wear it, pal.
Absolutely. And as part of the actual stage conditions, he does have a mustache. So I'm ready for when it happens.
So are you playing a more of a Hercule Poirot or Inspector Clouseau part?
Definitely more Clouseau than Poirot because he's not the inspector you want on any case. At one point, he even arrests himself.
Strange. And on that note, talking of strange, is Jono. Hello, Jono.
Morning.
You've not grown any facial hair for this show today, have you, pal?
I can't grow facial hair, so it's fine.
Right then, lads. Chester from Leicester says nervous today. Are you nervous, both of you?
Yes, I am. I'm nervous.
Why are you nervous today, Jono?
Because it's United under a new, like, they're just before Christmas, ever since. Who's their previous manager? I forgot who their previous manager was. I've had so many. But ever since they got Ten Hag in, they're just sort of like a different team. And Rashford, obviously, you mentioned Rashford a minute ago. He just looks like one of the best players in Europe. So I just think it's going to be a very, very tough game. I don't think we're going to come out with a win. If we're lucky, we'll get a draw.
Chris, what do you think? We'll be lucky if we get a draw.
Yeah, I think they're going to be really solid.
Go on then, Chris. Are you feeling a bit nervous?
I think the exact opposite. I think, because the fact that we not only beat Spurs, we made it look easy. And Spurs are not a tough team, not an easy team at all. Spurs are out.
Their defense was so bad.
But
Man United's defense was not that bad.
Was it that bad, though, Jono, or did we make them look bad?
Both. They were that bad, and we capitalised on their mistakes.
But I honestly think Man U can be undone, especially if Harry M's in defence. We know he's their Achilles heel. So honestly, if by going on the pattern, we beat Villa 4-2, we beat Spurs 4-1, so therefore we should win 4-0 today.
Oh yeah, 4-2, 4-1, 4-0. Right, you might have had a quick glance of our mate Reedy. He's on the bus going to Old Trafford. Reedy, how the devil are you, pal?
Can't hear one sec.
No, you can't hear us, radio. That's probably the best news we've heard all day. I forgot what I was going to say now. Team news. What do you think the team will be? Because we played so well with Mendy, even though Mendy wasn't going to be in the team last week until Yuri dropped out the last minute through a fitness test, Jono. Do you think Yuri comes back in, or do we play Mendy, or do we keep Mendy in?
No, keep Mendy in. Tielemans stays away. Mendy deserves a good run of games now. Because that was the best performance. We all agree that was the best performance we've seen from any player for a long time. He was just another level. He has to start. You can't not start him. Because against Villa, we didn't have a CDM. It worked like we conceded 2 goals. We conceded 2 goals, but it worked in our favour because we were more attacking. Against Spurs, Brennan did the right thing and brought on a CDM where it worked because we had a soft underbelly, but we fixed that. We needed that same again against United. Mendy definitely starts. Same line, exactly the same lineup. No changes.
Yeah. Let me bring Reedy, because I think he's ready now. Reedy, can you hear us now?
Yeah. Well, you know what? Mikey's been friends with Dave for a long time, hasn't he?
You hear me, no?
You know what?
I can hear you, but I can hear the girls in the background a lot clearer than you.
Oh, she's right next to me.
Reedy, so come on then, pal. Very quickly. What's it like on the bus? Is people are up for it on the bus?
That's a very good vibe. There's a lot of people being optimistic. You're saying you're optimistic, aren't you?
Do you know what to speak?
3-2 to Leicester, she says.
Good confidence. Now, I'm going for a Leicester win, actually. I'm hoping a Leicester win, so yeah. So Reedy, so everyone's happy on the bus. What about you? Are you happy? What are you thinking today?
I'm optimistic. I think we can go 1 or 2-0 up. We just need to make sure we keep the lead and not concede, which is obviously going to be hard with Rashford today.
Everyone keeps saying, oh, look out for Marcus Rashford. Everyone kept saying, look out for Son and Kane last week. I'm doing suitors and Wout Fez's pocket.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing. You just got to make sure you do it. Otherwise, but then you've got someone like Castagna on there this week, so go on. I have, yeah.
What do you think today, Dave?
What do you think today?
Well, I've got 2-2.
He's gone for the old Desmond, has he?
Desmond.
Desmond 2-2. Got it, yeah. That's what I've got.
Hello again, how are you?
Scotland, what's score, Pauline?
Score today.
Leicester win 2-1.
There you go, 2-1.
Confident, the bus is confidence. Is Alan on the bus?
Yes, but it's right down the front.
Oh, don't you fancy going for a walk for me?
I would, but someone's in the way. You want to go speak to Alan?
Speak to Morris?
Alan.
Alan, yeah.
Go on. I'll quickly go down there.
All right, I'll put you back on in a second, Reedy, when you get there. Well, so that seems quite confidence on the bus there, doesn't it? Everyone's going for a win. Jono's the only one that says we're going to get a lucky draw. And Chris, what did you say?
As I say, I'm going on the pattern. We're going to win 4-0.
Oh, that's it. You're going on the baton, ain't you? You're going to win 4-0. Hold on, let's go back. Hello, Alan.
Hey!
Hello, Jamie.
How's it going,
What
pal?
do you reckon today?
So what's your score today then, Reedy? What does Alan think today?
2-1 Leicester.
Could be 3-1.
That's
Could be
confidence,
3-1.
isn't it? That's confidence.
I'm on cloud 9.
He's on cloud 9.
You're on cloud 9. Alan, this must be about your 50th journey to Old Trafford, isn't it? You've been there that many times.
He says it's probably about your 50th journey today to Old Trafford. It's been that many times. About 10.
About his 10th. Oh, he's not as old as I thought then, tell him. I thought he was a lot older than that.
You're not as old as you thought then.
First one was 1969.
His first one was 1969.
There you go. There's proper fans, Reedy. You've got a long time to go for that, ain't you? Another 53 years before you get that far, pal.
Yeah, of course I have.
All right, then, Reedy, go and get back to your seat, and then I'll bring you back on in a second, pal. There we go. So, talking about the midfield, I'm not sure because I don't think KDH, even though KDH does a lot of running, I'm not 100% sure he's in the best of form at the minute, Chris, KDH. He hasn't, I don't know how to put it. It's hard because I want to have all three of their midfielders in, but I also want Tete, Barnes and Nacho up top. And I also want the back fours last week. So one of them midfielders has got to drop. And I can see him bringing in Tielemans today. I really can, Chris.
I really do, because Yuri is out. We know he's going. And his performances over the past few games show his heart's not in it. Even if you're giving him the captaincy ban now, in the first half of the season, you're giving the captaincy ban, all of a sudden he's top form. Now, not so much. So I honestly, and yet Madder's got the captaincy ban last week, and you saw how he did. It was awesome. So no, Tielemans, I think, needs to be a bit of a bench, maybe come on about 60th minute.
Yeah. Jono, what? So your midfield. So Chris, you're saying then it would be Mendy, KDH, and Madders in the midfield, yeah? Are you agreeing with that then, Jono?
I think that'd be a top four.
There's one word that makes them different. That's the word passionate.
Yeah.
Yes.
KDH is passionate. Yes, I agree. He's not been in the best form. He makes a few mistakes. And yes, I agree. Stopping him off the 50th, 60th minute, Rogers' time. That's where he does substitutions. But for me, you can see in how much effort he puts and how much he loves playing for the club. Tielemans does not show that. He's like Özil. He's lazy. He doesn't put as much effort in. That's why I think, even if he doesn't play as well as Tielemans on the day, that's why I always pick KDH.
Yeah.
Do you think that Tielemans playing really well in the first half, hoping that we were going to sell him in the Christmas break? That's what I think.
Yeah.
He's, ever since January, he's been poor.
Who?
Tielemans.
Yes. Sorry. I was reading comments about Maddison, and I thought you were talking about.
No, Maddison's.
It's all right. It was my break. Not being able to do two things at once, John. I read and talk. I'm struggling with that at the minute. Let's just bring Reed in. Reed, you're back in your chair.
I said, Lauren.
Still confident? The midfielder. What about the midfield arrangement today? Would you keep it the same as it was last week?
This is what I like.
I would think Yuri and for KDH. I don't think Yuri's been KDH has been great. Actually, don't get me wrong, he's got the passion, but I just don't think he's got the quality we need for this sort of match. I think someone like Tielemans will come in. As much as he probably won't be at the end of the season, I think we've got to use him while we can. And maybe.
Oh, Reedy's gone. Right. Lost connection going up to Old Trafford. I'm not sure how you get up to Old Trafford from Leicester. It's probably going under a bridge at the minute. There's a lot of people saying Madders for captain. Would you still keep Madders at captain?
100%.
Yeah, definitely.
Here's one for you: a future captain, Victor Christiansen. The passion he shows at fullback is untrue. It really is. The Villa game and last week's game, there was twice. He made an interception. I know the second one on against Spurs last week led to another goal from that corner, but it was cheering in the back of the net and he was giving it the large as soon as it went. From a 20-year-old, the passion that he shows, Chris, is unbelievable, isn't it?
It's amazing. I mean, when Christensen signed, I got really excited because I've been watching Christensen's fantastic. So yeah, when we finally got that, he's rock solid. You can clearly tell he wanted to play for us. He really does have the passion. He doesn't want any goals going in. There was, unfortunately, there was a little bit of an issue with, he did set up the Spurs goal just purely because, of course, he got his foot wrong a little bit. But at the same time, he's absolutely strong as heck, and that's what we need right now.
Yeah, it's the M6 he's going up to. I've just been reliably informed by Mark Gatwood. It's the M6 you have to go up to Man U.
I've had him before. I would actually change another player, and someone's comment just reminded me. I would swap Castagna for Ricardo.
Yes, but not today. I don't think he's fit enough to start even an hour. I don't think he's quite fit enough yet. I agree with you, John. Yeah, but not today. I don't think he's ready for it. My Dutch Fox, Mirko, how the devil are you, pal? Are you good? I met Mirko last week in Spurs. I had a beer with him after the game. Brilliant to meet up with him. And brilliant to meet up to everyone that I saw last week. Absolutely fantastic. But yes, John, I agree with you. Ricardo for Castagna, but not today. I just don't think he's fit enough for today. I wouldn't want him to break down.
Would you have it next week against Arsenal?
Yes.
I would probably, the first game I would put Ricardo in is the Blackburn game in the cup game.
I agree.
That's the Tuesday after the is it Tuesday after the Arsenal game? Yes, Tuesday after the Arsenal game. I think it's just a bit too early, but I do agree with you, Jono, but not yet. Not for today. Today it's too important, and I wouldn't want him breaking down and then putting him out. He only had 5 minutes last week. You can't throw him in straight away.
No.
But
and give him 20 minutes or so, I'd say.
If we win 3 or 4-0, then yes, of course. But if anybody else is on the bus or in the car driving up to Old Trafford,
Not driving, office, not driving.
Oh, not driving. Make sure the passenger does it, because we'll not get you in trouble. Let me know, and I'll drop the link in there for you so you can come and join me. Because I think everyone's getting fed up of me, Chris, and Jono waffling on this morning. We need some impetus of people going up to the Old Trafford. Anybody that's driving up, anybody that's in the passenger seat or on the bus or even on the train, let me know. Let me know. I want your comments in. We've had quite a few decent games with Man U over the years at Old Trafford, but have you got any memories of Man U games at Old Trafford? You're not the home one, Chris. Hopefully you're not nodding about the home game, the 5-3 one, the one at Old Trafford. So what's your memories then, Chris, of Old Trafford, of Leicester Old Trafford games?
You know, the one that always sticks out is we've hit back like champions.
Oh, right, yeah. When Wes Morgan's,
You know, it's out because, you know, we know if we'd have won that match, we'd have won the Premier League there and then. But even still, you know, it put a lot of pressure on Spurs to beat Chelsea. They then drew and we became champions. It was just an absolutely fantastic game. My dad was there. My dad was at Old Trafford. I wish I was, but I was working that day. But no, I was there in spirit.
You were there in spirit. Well, there's two that stick out for me. There's one that LCFC's just put down. The Tony Cottee winner. I think that was 98. I think it was 97. It could have been. I can't quite. It was February of that year. And then the other one was the first game of the season just after the World Cup. We were 2-0 up through Heskey and Cottee. And then they scored 2 in about the last 5 minutes of intra. And I was on holiday in Ibiza. And I remember going up to get ready to go up to the room about 6 o'clock, thinking, we've won this, 2-0, we're up. And then I come back down and I find out it's bloody 2-2. So I was thinking, oh, blimey. But you never know at Man U, do you? Anything can happen at Man U. And Jono, have you got any memories?
Obviously, the Wes Morgan equaliser was quality. But another one is Luke Thomas's absolute screamer.
Yes.
I mean, that was like, wow. That was an insane goal. And that was like, yeah, that was impressive.
It was. Well, and didn't Soyuncu score the winner, if I remember rightly, that night?
Yes, that was 4-2, wasn't it?
No, 2-1. 2-1.
Was it 2-1?
4-2 was at King Power.
That's it, yeah.
Right, Nick's just joined. Let's bring Nick in. He's not on a bus, though. I think he's at home somewhere. It's not quite what I asked, Nick. I wanted you on a bus or a car driving up to Old Trafford. Anyway, Nick, how the devil are you, pal?
I'm all right, guys. How are you?
I'm good. So come on then. What's your feelings on today, mate? Are you nervous? Are you excited?
I'm optimistic.
Optimistic?
Yes. I think if we go with the plan that we did with Spurs and to a point Villa, we mark Rashford out of the game like we did with Kane. Because let's be fair, they are relying heavily a lot on Rashford just recently, aren't they? Mark him out of the game. Who have they got, really, that will sort of bail him out? So I love Christensen. I love his passion. And I agree, he could be a future captain. He's what he did last week when he was riling up the fans and stuff. Brilliant. We ain't seen that, really, since Fuchs left, have we? So,
no, we haven't. We haven't. We need a bit of passion.
We do. But that's what my heart says. I think we can get a win, but my head says it's Old Trafford and we haven't got the best record at Old Trafford, have we?
Well, no, Chris, Nick, if you think about it, we drew last year, didn't we? 1-1.
Yeah.
The year before we won 2-1. So we won beaten in 2 games. I can't remember the result the year before. The cup game, the title winning season 1-1. So it hasn't been that bad up there.
It had been the cup, which I think you were thinking of as well, Jamie.
Yeah. So,
I mean, we'll see what we can do. That's all we. As long as they put out a shift and they try, that's all we can ask for, isn't it? Let's be fair. I mean, we've got more points, than what we thought we were going to get anyway with these fixtures. Nobody saw us beating Spurs realistically, did they? And we smashed them. So
no,
we'll see what we can do.
Well, I was back there last week. I was back there last week, and I never thought in my wildest dreams I would see a 4-1 win.
No, you know, I didn't see it coming. I don't think many Leicester fans saw that coming. And it wasn't just like a fluky win as well. It was really convincing as well. It was like almost as if it's old Leicester.
Yes.
We lost. Jamie, you mentioned about Old Trafford. We drew. The one before that we won. The one before that we lost in 2019, 1-0.
Right. So we haven't been. I know. So it's like 1-1, drew 1, lost 1 in the last 3 appearances. So are we starting that rotation around again now? But Nick, just before I let you go, score prediction, and what do you think of the midfield? Would you make changes in the midfield, or would you make any changes at all?
I don't think you change your winning team. You know, correct. I don't. I think you stay with Nacho for the rest of the season. He's proving it, and he's a confidence player. And especially with the rumours that Dakos can go in. You know, you've got
now, can he? Because their window's shut.
I know their window's short, but why? Let's be fair. Why would you start Dakar when his head and his heart ain't in it, whereas Nacho's is? So you keep Nacho. Mandate you've got to keep. I keep the captaincy on Madders as well. You never know. That might be the cherry that gets him to sign a new deal.
The only thing I have with that, Nick, is that's the 4th captain we've had this year in the Premier League. Johnny Evans, Mark Albrighton, Yuri and Madders. And then even he gave the armband to Wilf as well, I think, the week before. Which we're just swapping and changing the captain. It doesn't mean a lot. We need this player that's in there. It's going to be regular in there. That's the only problem I've got with that.
But to be fair though, right? Could you honestly say that Evans was captain material? I mean, Albrighton he's a great. He's got a lot of respect, and you know he's well liked. But he's not a captain. You know, I mean, I personally don't think you should have let him go to West Brom. I think he gives you something different. He's definitely somebody to come off the bench and when we're chasing the game. Let's be fair. Nobody can ping in a ball like Albrighton can they? So stick your same team, because you never change your winning team. Stick what works. Mark Rashford out of the game like we did Kane, and I reckon we can get something. The worst case scenario, a point. And I'll take that run, especially after yesterday.
Everyone else in the comments, I want your score predictions, Nick. So come on then. Not just a point. I need your score prediction, pal.
Right, okay. As I've said, stick with the same team, stick with the plan. I reckon we can win 2-0.
He's going for a 2-0. You just you went from a draw to a 2-0.
No, draw is worst case scenario, Jamie.
Yeah, draw is worst.
We need the points because the results didn't go away yesterday.
No,
we
didn't.
We need the points.
Liam's gone for a Desmond. LCFC Gray's also gone for Desmond. Mark Lowe's gone for 2-1 to the Foxes, of course. Mark, evening, Mark. How are you? Been saying for ages to give Natro one. He gives us goals. Yes, he does. Jason, Jasmine's gone for a 1 each. Lee's gone for a 3-1 to the Foxes. Very confident. Everyone's confident. Helena's gone for a 2-2. Jason 3-2. Is that a 3-2 Leicester? Ben Thomas 2-1. Very confident. Not many. Andy Meadows has gone sod it 3-4. Oh God. Oh dear. That'd be nerve-wracking. That would if that was the score line. Nick. So you've gone for 2-0. Cheers for joining us, pal.
And you, mate, look after yourself and fingers crossed. And also, Jamie, if you're doing the watch-along, watch the F-bombs if it's not a great performance.
We'll have to be careful on the watch-along. I'm sure a few of them might slip out. We'll never know. Unlike Michael, who just doesn't give a damn, but we shall see. I'm looking forward to it. Right, see you later, Nick. Thanks a lot, pal. Carl's gone for a Desmond as well. Ian Frisbee's 2-1 Leicester. Callum is on his way to... on way to Old Trafford, come on, hoping for all 3 points. Stevie Green's 2-1. Mark Gatwood says, Hart says 2-1 Leicester. Head says 2-1 Man United. Oh, God. Nigel's 2-1. Ian, the Superbox, has gone for 2-4. You went for 4-0, didn't you, Chris?
Yeah, I'm going to go 4-0 and I'm going to say Nacho brace and Madison brace.
Ooh, confidence. Dave Felstead has gone for 2-1. On that point, Chris, we shall let you go. Enjoy your Sunday. Are you staying at home watching it with your feet up in front of the TV?
You bet.
Don't blame you. See you later, pal. Be good.
Thanks very much.
Cheers, Chris. Thank you. Jono, and what are you thinking of? What were your score? I can't remember. See, now you're changing your mind now, aren't you? You're not sure what to say now, are you?
My head says 2-1 United. My heart says 1-1.
But you're hoping for a Leicester win. So you've picked all three results there, really, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm hoping for Leicester win, but I think realistically it'll be a draw. But I think, yeah, United, I think, are really, really good form. We've just started to come back into a bit of form. So I just hope that we can utilise all three of our attacking points, Tate, Barnes, and Iheanacho. And let's hope. We've had howlers defensively against Villa and Spurs. So hopefully it doesn't happen today.
No, hopefully it doesn't. But I normally go for a 2-2 draw. Everyone knows I go for a 2-2 Desmond away. A point at Man U would actually fantastic. But I'm putting my head on the chopping block and I'm saying we are going to win today. We're going to win. We are going to win. I put my head on that chopping block. Normally I go for a 2-2. But I am going to go for a win today to make it 3 on the bounce in the Premier League, 4 on the bounce as a club football. So I am going for a win. I don't know, 2. I don't want us to concede, but I can't say it's not conceding.
We're not going to keep a clean sheet. No chance.
No,
We're just got more than them.
Like Chris has just said, United have been thinking about Barca and the League Cup tie.
Yeah, they'll be thinking about the Premier League as well. They're not far behind City. They're not far behind City now.
No, I know. They could get Champions League quite easily. Yeah, Mark, I love it. Yeah, so I'm going to 2-1 would do my head in because it's going to be squeaky bum time, isn't it? It really is squeaky bum time if it's 2-1 because we don't hold it up in the corner and time waste. We don't manage the games out. But I'm going to go 2-1. I've sorted it. 2-1. That's what I'm going for. A 2-1 Leicester win. Not this 2-all poxy draw that I normally go for. Confidence. That's what we need. Confidence.
Yes.
Jono, it's been a pleasure seeing you, and we shall speak to you later. Says they will tire later in the game after a hard game against Barca. It was 2-2, wasn't it? I think. Yeah,
it was 2-2. Yeah, they got second leg in Manchester. 90,000
people. Tete, you know what? I'm not going to say a Tete hat trick. I don't often dream about football. I dream about weird and wonderful stuff. But I had a dream the other day that I woke up. I missed the game for some reason, and I woke up and I saw the score the next morning, and we had won 2-1 with Tete scoring both goals. That was the dream. I clearly had that in my head that Tete scored both goals in this dream. So that's what I'm going to 2-1. Tete getting both. That's what I'm going for.
Yeah, Tete wants to show himself in the Premier League. He wants to go, yes, I'm here.
Yeah. And I think this will be at Old Trafford. I think, yes, that will be. Radio, Jono, cheers for joining.
See you later.
See you later, pal. Be good. Jono, Georgie Foot, I've been saying for months we need a time-wasting coach if there ever is one. Yes, we don't waste the time, do we? We don't waste the time. They have 11 games in the month. Blimey, I didn't know that. Helena, yes, dreams can come true, can't they? They really can come true. Let's hope it's not a nightmare and that one comes true. Everyone keeps going on about the Barca game. Barca ain't the team they were. No, but it's still a tough team, Jono. It's still a Nick to go to. It's still tough. Right then, lads and lasses, come and join me for the watch along later. It will be 2:30, 1:45. Sorry, 1:30, 1:45 your time. 2:30, 1:45 my time. I had to get that right then in my head. Get it right. You know what I'm like with times after when the clocks went back the other week. It's been great watching you. Come on, Leicester. That's what all we want. We want 3 points, good performance, bit of passion, bit of fight. So it's ciao, adios, goodbye. Top of the morning to you. Come on, you foxes.
Thanks for watching Leicester Fan TV. Thanks to our sponsors, ADT Taxis, Everards, Pukka Pies, Pink Car Leasing, Leicester Riders, Hollogram, The Fox's Arms, Peter's Pizzeria, Hope Against Cancer, and Newby Co estate agents. Make sure to follow us on all of our social channels at Leicester Fan TV. Visit our website, leicesterfantv.com.